It's National Non-League Day today, and what a fitting confrontation we have at Kellaway Park between two in-form Cornish clubs, Helston Athletic and Falmouth Town. Not a lot of love lost between these two. They only lie 13 miles apart, and two very much informed teams. The Blues from Helston, 13 consecutive wins in all competitions. The Ambers from Falmouth, 7 undefeated, including 6 wins. Their last loss, incidentally, was against the Blues on the 4th of September. Could go to extra time. It won't be penalties, because if the teams are level at the end of extra time, then it will go to a replay. Let's hope we don't get that. Let's hope for an outright result on National Non-League Day. Oh well, it proves I'm normal. Well, normal-ish. Well, back in the middle of the defence is Ryan Beattie. Ollie Brokenshire is suspended after picking up a couple of bookings in both the previous rounds, so he's ineligible. Kai Cornish comes back in on the right-hand side with Billy Tucker switching to the left. Phil Catron will drop into Brokenshire's position. For Falmouth Town, 3 changes. In come Luke Johnson, David Broglino and Martin Duff. Duff taking Bowyer's place, and Johnson and Broglino slotting in to the Ambers midfield. Cooper's there, and Cooper just misses he just missed that ball by a matter of millimetres. The rain now stops here at Kellaway Park. Did give heavy rain around 3 o'clock, but it hasn't materialised, thankfully. Pyram Films will be very happy with that, because it can cause all sorts of problems, even though we're undercover here in the brand new gantry. Oh, blimey, Ryan Barnes was close. Oh dear, Ryan Barnes slow off his mark. And there's the opening goal, scored by Billy Tucker for Helston Athletic. Oh dear. That was a bit of a calamitous moment at the back for Falmouth Town. And Barnes knows that he should have been more alert. And Billy Tucker just capitalised. He came in between the Falmouth defence and the goalkeeper and just cheekily and nonchalantly lobbed it over Barnes for the opening goal. Free kick. Hit the bar by Goldsworthy. Billy Tucker on the ball again. To Matty Bye. Matt Bye. Goldsworthy beaten to the ball. Bye has another go. Goldsworthy turning, spinning, closed down. This is good play. Slateford trying to make room for himself for a right-footed shot, and he gets a right-footed shot in. Oh, what a miss by Goldsworthy. He was destined to go in the bottom corner. All Goldsworthy had to do. Helston paid dearly for their carelessness as Falmouth gleefully took their opportunities, which came along to romp home. For the Town, a good header. Oh, he's in the post! Oh, what a shot! Another equaliser it is! Goal, he does. It's a short cross. Oh, Angelino's there! In the right place at the right. It's Buchan. What a goal! Beautiful shot. Broglino comes up back. 4-1. Braving breaks into the area, but nobody's there. Braving scores again! 5-1. This is turning into a nightmare for Helston. Braving took on his men. Challenge bars for Helston. Well, that's one cup competition and the main one, the biggest one, and to the way. This result sent shockwaves through Athletic's dressing room. What did Steve Massey say to you, your opposite number, after the game? Anything?
Nothing really. He's not going to speak to me. He's disappointed himself, and to be fair, it's not the time to really speak to other managers. I'm sure he's disappointed, and he'll be licking his wounds after tonight, because I'm sure he won't want to lose any game, let alone 5-1 to us.
The under-18s had the chance to put a smile back on Steve Massey's face with the visit of Hampshire club Brockenhurst in the 4th preliminary round of the FA Youth Cup. Cameron Weldon describes what follows.
By Buckley, ball forward by Pasha Wilson, and Wharton's got the better of Igor Mares. It's Wharton's cross, pulled it back, Buckley, and there's the goal! Fantastic finish. First time, and Sam Buckley opens the scoring. Helston Athletic lead in the Youth Cup on this historic occasion. He sends it in, it's an inviting ball. It's a free header, surely, and it is 2. It's 2-0. It's Tyler Buckley, completely unmarked. It's a free header. It's Lewis Tonkin. Goes for goal. Nearly landed for Buckley. Is it going to fall? And it has done! And it's fallen to the feet of Harrison Jewell. And it's 3. The man who scored a hat-trick in the previous round at Brislington. Can he score from 12 yards? You bet he can. And Alex Wharton is back amongst the goals, doing what he does best. Oscar Marks. Clever little 1-2 between the two strikers. Wharton's done well. Alex Wharton's going through. Marks, and it's going to be finished home. And it's Pasha Wilson who hammers home from close range. He couldn't miss. Great goal from Helston. Straight from conceding a fantastic finish. Great work from Oscar Marks and Alex Wharton. And Wharton fizzed across, and Pasha Wilson couldn't miss. Brockenhurst here. And that's sent in. Surely 7 off the post. And Alex Wharton, will he get his second this evening? But he's going to have a chance here. Wharton still, surely. And that one's gone in. And Alex Wharton has another. And it's thoroughly deserved. What a performance from him this evening. But Helston have 7. And you can't say it hasn't been coming. Here's Penhalyrick. He's done brilliantly well to turn his man. He's looking for a goal for himself, the substitute. He's going alone. What a fantastic run. And a fantastic finish. And there's number 8. And it's Jackson Penhalyrick with a goal. Fantastic. Been quite the week, hasn't it?
Hasn't it just? I mean, we'd target these three big games for the club. Big games for the club itself, you know, to host here. Malzor was excellent. There's a euphoria. Falmouth was good for 35 minutes. And then best left there. But tonight, it was always that these young guys are very, very talented and marshalled and managed superbly well by Stuart and Martin, that they were always going to give that little lift, well, a big lift back to the club.
It surpasses all expectations. We know we've got a talented bunch here, but if somebody had said to us at the beginning of the season we're going to get to the first round proper, you know, it's a big ask, isn't it? 4 games. But other than the street game, we've been good for our money, haven't we? Really, because we've been powerful. Our finishing's been excellent, and I think we thoroughly deserve it on the night again, just like we did at Brislington. I'm delighted. That's all I can say.
I'm really proud. There's a lot of knockers out there, but do you know what? It's jealousy. It's pure jealousy. We've got a fantastic setup here.
Meanwhile, it was a chance to catch up with one of the injured teenagers at Kellaway Park, Josh Story. He was waiting for an operation on his shattered knee, the damage sustained during a trial with League 2 club Colchester United.
Playing for the under-18s, it was really enjoyable actually playing with all your mates from college and everything like that you've been playing with all the youth teams with. And I think the way they went about it, Martin and Stu, it was very professional, and with all the FA Cup games and everything like that, everything with the buses up, putting meals before the game, everything like that is very professional, and I think that's what made it a little bit better. It was really enjoyable actually coming into the team at Helston. All the lads made me feel welcome straight away. Really enjoyable to have my mates there playing with me, but then it was also the experience of those first team players.
Really exciting.
Corner in from Hooper. Story's up there, and it's a goal. Josh Story, the skipper.
Captaining and representing Cornwall was like an honour as always to represent your county, and even captain your county is an honour. And I was at the start. Was it Bedfordshire? We played, and
your first game?
Yeah, it was first game because I didn't play the season before because I turned down the opportunity to play the year before, and Glyn gave me the chance to captain the side. And I think it was just a starting point of what happened last season for me. It was the game here that we played for Cornwall, and after in the clubhouse, the Cornwall coaches selected a few of us to go to the Bristol trials. From then on, we've played up and down the country, Scotland, Ireland, been to Italy, everything like that, and it's just from then on, it's probably been the best season of my life, really.
That's a solid tackle
And, well, so many old diehards in the crowd love that one.
Colchester watched me in the Wales game and approached Dad after that game saying, would you like to come up for a few games to just see how what you're like for the under-18s at the start of last season. Went up, had a week's trial, played well, played a few games up there. And then obviously I went to Dallas, so I had that time off between the Colchester trials. And time I came back, I was too old to play for the under-18s, so they asked me to come play for the under-23s. So I went back up and played for the under-23s, played against Norwich, Southend, some local men's teams, played really, really well. And they said that they would like to sign me if I played the same in the first pre-season game. So everything was going like the way I planned, and it was a bit of a whirlwind really how it happened. So I went back up a week later after the games against Norwich and Southend, had a week off of training just before I'd relax, went up, and in the second training session I ruptured my ACL, and it was just a real down point on everything really. And it's just been, Colchester are amazing about it though. Everything they did, they said that they would like me to come back up for my rehab up there. They're really supportive about it, and looked after me really well, put me on a plane straight home and everything like that. So so it was a bit of a kick in the side really about it. I think it was a freak accident really. I was feeling like the fittest I've ever been playing my football. I'd focused really on my nutrition and my diet and everything, and going to the gym and everything like that. I thought I was the best prepared I'd be to ever step up to play professional football, and it just went all like in a click of my fingers, because I planted my left leg, which is obviously the knee I've done, and as I bounced the ball back to the coach, my knee just popped like a gunshot really, like it just exploded, swelled straight up, and then I had to go to the hospital and I had my diagnosis and everything, and came back, and I'm just waiting surgery now. For the first month, it was just learning how to walk again, extending your knee, putting pressure through your knee and everything like that. But now it's getting a bit more exciting now, doing some more weights on it, putting pressure through it, which is good, because the idea is just to try and get your knee as strong as possible before surgery, so that when you come out of it, you can recover quicker.
With the 8-0 annihilation of Sticker, the ambitious Blues secured a club record 12 league wins in a row, and now have a real purpose in their stride. The under-18s make their debut in the first round proper of the FA Youth Cup. Their prize is a trip to the New Lawn, home of EFL club Forest Green Rovers. It's equivalent to a non-league club reaching the third round of the FA Cup, an excellent achievement for a Step 6 team. The director of football is as proud as punch. Forest Green showed respect to the West Cornwall boys, recalling 3 of their academy players out on loan, with Cheltenham, Cardiff and Swindon. Their experience and skill proved the difference. Cameron Weldon was in attendance.
Forest Green looking to keep some possession here. And a great ball to Ogulay, who's crossed. It's a free header. And Forest Green have the lead in the early stages. It's a great header. And a lovely ball. And Alex Wharton's got the pace to get there. And he's taking on the captain, Isaiah Jones. And support. And it falls to Harrison Jewell. And he hits his shot just wide. It's Hill looking to run at Klassen. He gets the cross away. Eladivo trying to knock it down. Good header from Tom Hands. It'll fall for him. Good block again from Hands. He's going to get a shot here. And he does. And the man who got the first goal has got a second. And it's Destiny Eladipo, with his second goal of the evening. And a lovely ball for Alex Wharton. Who can he pick out? He's crossed it in. But top defending from Isaiah Jones, the Forest Green skipper. And here they come again. Lovely footwork. And a fantastic goal to end the half. A lovely strike from Daniel Bradshaw. He scores this time. You can't take that one away from him. He's done really well. Eladipo deflected off Jewell. Q's first to it.
Oscar, come on! Keep giving us something! Come on!
And great play from Eladipo to set Morgan. It's Dylan Morgan, and a fantastic finish from Dylan Morgan. And there's 4. And you can't say it hasn't been coming. And Helston Athletic, is this the hat-trick? Is this the moment? You bet it is. And he makes it 5. And a hat-trick for Destiny Oladipo. A lack of concentration at the back line for Helston. Forest Green's Football League class, it shows in the end. And Oladipo was never going to miss. And a 5-star performance at his side. It's not been Helston's night in the FA Youth Cup at the New Lawn.
5-0, let's look back at home and think, oh, they were given a beating, and I don't think it was anything like that at all. And I think, wow, I mean, they were a good side, weren't they? I mean, they brought 2 boys back in from out loan out at Cheltenham, and wow, yeah, they were some side in that first 5 minutes that they set off for us, and we were a bit of all over the place, and they passed the ball around, and it was like, wow. But I thought we showed a lot of Cornish grit, if you like, and courage, and we got ourselves back into the game. And a couple of half chances. I thought Lewis should have really done better. It was a fantastic delivery in from a corner, and instead of just heading it, hit his back on the shoulder. And then the big goal that killed us tonight was the third one. Just right at half time, you think, yeah, we'll go back in at half time and 2-0. All still to play for. And that third one was a killer right on half time. But overall, I thought we put a huge amount of effort and the energy that we put in from the lads tonight. Lewis Tonkin typified that. He ran I think it wasn't a blade of grass that he didn't cover tonight. And my initial thought at this point was that we just they said at half time. We said at half time about let's go and try and win this half. And just see where it takes us. We're quite capable. I thought we showed them a little bit too much respect at times. It was looking like that way, to be perfectly honest. I thought it was even Stevens, to be honest, the second half. And then the 2 goals are really disappointing. The ones at the fourth and the fifth one. The fifth one was comical. That should never have happened. And the fourth one we could have done a lot better with that, really. But that's just being really panicky. and full credit to the guys and Stuart and Martin and all the parents that's come up here tonight. The long journey that's come up here. And yeah, it ends here, but I wouldn't have swapped it for the world at all. It's been a fantastic experience for them just to come and sample this surface they're playing on here. So you asked me to sum it up. As always, it's taken me 300 words to say, probably 20.
A rain-affected November eventually began with another cup tie against old foes Falmouth Town, this time in the Cornwall Senior Cup. Steve Massey is nervous, expecting another feisty encounter.
The last cup game against Falmouth at home didn't go well for us. And certainly with myself and the boys, we are really looking to put that right. So, yeah, there's plenty of nerves, apprehension, but an excitement as well, anticipation. Just the thoughts are in, and they're thinking, yeah, on the way back out here now, down back to our place after the game.
As with the earlier Vars tie, Helston struck first through Brokenshire. It proved ephemeral as Falmouth drew level after a spot of wrestling from Helston goalkeeper Jason Robertson. David Broglino duly slapped home the penalty. Falmouth take the lead in style as Broglino's stunner beats a bemused goalkeeper. Then a second penalty, and Broglino again obliges for his hat-trick. Helston score from the spot themselves, but can't force extra time as Town come out on top to take a second scalp of their keenest rivals.
I'm thinking of being really angry and disappointed. We didn't play well. We looked rusty, very rusty. But we still lost a game of football. And having said that, I still thought we did enough. When you analyse it, we lost by 2 penalties and one was a give with a penalty. We didn't have to. It wasn't as if they even earned that penalty. My keeper's gone and just bundled the player over, having been 1-0 in front. The free kick, it was a little harsh with the giving of the free kick. To be perfect honest, he just blasted at I think it was Goldie, just blasted at him. And then the free kick itself, as soon as he's taken the free kick and it's gone over the wall, I thought, oh, that's all right, you'll even head it out. And he just plopped in the goal. Play. I mean, they're a good cup side, and I love the F Troop.
One person who wouldn't be on Steve's Christmas card list was the referee.
I was really disappointed that he thought the way to control a game of football was to dish out cards. We had 9 yellow cards today, and it's just totally out of context and character. Since I've been here at this football club, I've had 2 players sent off in the last 3 years. 2 players sent off. Today we had 2 players sent off in one game and 9 yellow cards, and we've never had a game where we've had 3, I think even at the most 4 bookings in a game. Today we had 9 yellow cards. They must have had 7, 8, and it was not even dirty. It was not even dirty, and I was just really disappointed.
So, have Falmouth Town become Helston's nemesis?
They seem to be. We're talked about more than anybody else, or they perhaps talk about us as well, more than anybody else, which is great for rivalry anyway. But there's this myth, there's this utter myth, and I have to say, it comes from, again, the very fact that even if it was said black was white, white was black, the people who want to knock Helston Football Club, because we put ourselves up there because this is what we want to do, and particularly Steve Massey, they will only see, hear and read whatever they want to do, whatever they want to film, so it fits nicely. I did that interview, and I thought it was, and because it was maybe said to me, I didn't do an interview after the Vars, and maybe, or I heard people say, he was hiding away, he didn't do an interview. That was nothing further from the truth. I actually just said, do you know what? And you guys can back this up. Do you know what? It's his day. It's the Falmouth manager's day. They've absolutely thrashed us in the end, the last half hour. Far better team. Scoreline a bit flattered, maybe, but they were the better team. Done. We were winning 1-0. First 40 minutes, you never ever saw that coming. You just thought, yeah, we were strong, we were playing well, we had chances to go 2-3 up. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's there. You go up into our tower with our camera, with our reporter and interviewer, and you have your day. You have your... And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. But it was like, Massey was hiding away. So when I actually then get beaten in the Senior Cup, and I said, okay, I'll do it. Sure, yeah, I'm hurting. Yeah, I thought, yeah, it's against our rivals. Why shouldn't there be a rivalry? There's a huge respect. They've got some very, very talented footballers in their team. Hence why they come up and sometimes beat us, because they've got some good players. But it was said. I said they catch us out on one ball, a long ball. And then that was what I'm saying about, typically people just want to see and read about what they feel or should fit into me. Massey's saying this, and we're not a long ball team. I got crucified with it. Or Falmouth, how dare you say Falmouth a long ball team? I never said that at all.
Good evening and welcome to a very chilly Priory Park for this evening's South West Peninsula League Cup tie between Bodmin Town and Helston Athletic, with coverage brought to you by Piran Films. Mark Goldsworthy starts for Helston, looking to improve on his 25 league goals already this evening. He'll be looking to improve that. And Helston also involved new signing Dan Harrison, who's signed from Bodmin Athletic. Tucker's little knock on. Goldsworthy's in here. Feels for offside. Mark Goldsworthy's in, and Mark Goldsworthy scores. And he does exactly what he does best. It's Flack. He's charging out. Alfie Flack goes for goal. It's parried away by the goalkeeper Duffy, and it falls to You Get It. It's Mark Goldsworthy. He doesn't miss from there. Here's Tucker. Still going, Billy Tucker. Jenkin, Goldsworthy. His shot, and it's gone for the goalkeeper, and a hat-trick from Mark Goldsworthy.
Not brilliant, but we're in the hat. 4-1 has definitely flattered us a bit. But yeah, like I said, we'll take it. It was scrappy. We couldn't keep the ball. We were giving the ball away far too easily. Bodmin were catching us on the break very well. So yeah, I think the second goal against a run of play, that knocked the stuffing out of them a bit. And thankfully we went on to close the game out, score a couple.
After another impressive 6-2 home win against Newquay in the league, Camelford are next up at Kellaway Park. Helston currently sit third, with plenty of games in hand over their rivals. Noah Barco takes the Piran Films microphone for the first time.
Billy Tucker brings the ball forward. Finds Neil Slateford, who plays in. Mark Goldsworthy scores. Plays the ball back out to Tucker. Tucker on the right-hand side. Plays in a dangerous cross, and that's flicked on and it's a goal. It was Ed Timmons, the goal scorer for Helston, and that's his debut goal. 2-0 here. Lovely header, lovely delivery from Tucker, and Helston double their lead. Catcher with a nice little ball through there. He's found Goldsworthy. Goldsworthy through on goal. Goldsworthy scores. And here is Tucker. Tucker's got a real chance. He goes past one, flicks the ball across. Oh, it's just wide. Oh, so close. Matt Boy unable to convert there. Tucker did everything. Flicks the ball in and Boy just misses. Andrew plays the ball quickly to Burns, who bursts forward here. He's doing well here, Burns. He cuts back inside. Oh, what a save from Jason Robertson there. Fantastic save from the Helston keeper to deny Burns at the end of this game. Keep Helston with a clean sheet.
I thought we were comfortable today. The only scare would be if we got a bit complacent and eased off, which second half we come out and it took us a little bit to get going. And then once we got the third goal, it was never in doubt really, and we was always going to go on and win. And to get a clean sheet is always good. Always happy with that.
Boxing Day derbies are popular down here in Cornwall, and the Maggots against the Fish Guts at Kellaway Park is no exception. Old scores to settle. Former Helston players with a point to prove. Twitter trending that Porthleven can spring a surprise and blur Helston's 2020 vision. It's an anxious manager who sees his side fall behind before half-time. Piran Films work experience student George Forty takes stock.
He tucks the ball into the far corner of the post, past the goalkeeper. And Porthleven taking the lead. Against the run of play, it must be said. Helston certainly looking for better fortunes in the second half. Ball in by Tucker. Ooh, Butcher. That's a goal! It's down Helston with it. Turn in. Tucker's lifting Goldsworthy. It's a great chance. And great finish for Goldsworthy. Excellent finish. The very first of the season. 3-on-2 here. It's Helston attack. Back to Goldsworthy. And a great finish once again. Tucker Goldsworthy combination again. Can Tucker make it 4-1 from the spot? Yes, he can. No mistake. Send the keeper the wrong way.
Helston 4, Porthleven 1. The opponents have been gutted. Helston end 2019 just a point behind the leaders, but with 4 games in hand. The 2020 view is now in full focus. January begins without assistant manager Lee Robinson, who's joined Southern League Premier Division Dorchester Town. Everyone associated with Helston Athletic knows that a 17th consecutive win would equal the league record, jointly held by Tavistock, and today's hurdle to overcome, Bodmin Town. Noah Barco is covering the Piran Films.
bit of a cagey start from both teams. It's one of them days out there, it's where it's going to be tough. People are giving the ball away, which is going to happen. It's who can capitalise on the mistakes, really. I think it's mainly been Helston at the moment, but Bodmin do look dangerous on the counter-attack and that ball over the top, so it's definitely something to look forward to.
Oh, wide, he's going to send the ball in, and he's found a Bodmin player here, and that's a goal! Number 10, Marcelo Jones. Bodmin 1, Helston 0. Plays the ball through, and that's going to find Goldsworthy, and it's a penalty here.
Great little ball in by Tucker, looking to penetrate that Bodmin defence, and Goldsworthy, he's done well really. He's got the wrong side of the defender. No defender wants to be in that position, and he's put an arm out on a referee's give a penalty.
Duffy in goal, and can he deny Tucker here? Billy Tucker steps up and slots it home. Good firm penalty from him. And that's Goldsworthy there, and good tackle. Bodmin looked to bring it away, and here's the goal scorer, Marcelo Jones, and his passes. And the ball comes through here for number 8. It's Harry Clark, and he's unable to make the save, but it's followed up on the rebound. Bodmin number 5, Lance Bailey, and Boy swings another one in, and the ball's cleared, and Slafer with a shot. Lovely finish from him.
Yeah, very good play from Bodmin. Great ball in, and number 9 hitting the bar. But Tucker's always been brought down in the box. And is it another penalty?
Tucker steps up. Blasts it. Down the left-hand side this time. Lovely finish from him. Very composed. Gate there for Helston as Timmins picks up the ball again. Bye. Looking for Tucker on the right-hand side. Oh, and Tucker's nicked the ball here. Can he finish? Billy Tucker? Goal! Lovely finish there, but it's a mistake from Jordan Duffy, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, very good win for Helston. Always a very difficult place to come down here at Bodmin. Done well to come from behind twice. I'm sure Steve Massey and management will be delighted with the sort of character shown by Helston, but I think rightly so. Probably better quality on the day and deserve the win, really.
And obviously this win today puts you top of the league, so how does that feel?
Fantastic. It's everything that Steve, Paul Hendy and Stuart Massey have all been working for the last 2 years, and we start off 2020 at top. So yeah, superb. Really pleased for them because they put a lot of work in. And we've got a good bunch together now. You know, you can feel it in the changing room. There's a belief and composure about them that we'll go on to bigger and better things yet. So yeah, look forward to the rest of the season.
A midweek League Cup defeat in the mud at Championship rivals Saltash United wasn't the ideal preparation for the next instalment in the season's best-selling anthology against Falmouth Town. Cornwall under-18 head coach and well-known figure Glyn Hooper is brought in to replace Lee Robinson. Falmouth have already put 8 goals past Helston in their last 2 confrontations. With that in mind, Athletic know a win today will take them into the record books with the most number of consecutive wins outright.
Helston still with a chance here. The ball's whipped in by Jewell, looking for Goldsworthy. Goldsworthy appealing for a foul there, and a free kick has been given to Helston here. It's going to be Tucker to hit it. Well, it's played out on the side, and Brokenshire scores here. He has converted for Helston. There was a really well-worked free kick there from Helston. Looked as though Tucker was going to hit it, and he played out on the left-hand side for Brokenshire, and brilliant finish from him, the left-back. It's given Helston the lead here. It's Helston 1, Falmouth 0. Goldsworthy. That's a lovely ball through for Tucker here. Tucker looks to score and catch him. Gets the touch. Is it going to be offside? No, the goal's given. A 2-0 advantage here. Ball intercepted by Slateford here. Can he make something of it? Shot from Slateford, goal! 3-0.
Fantastic finish there from Neil Slateford. And that puts Helston really firmly in the driving seat for this game. It was a lovely little finish from Neil Slateford there. Side of the foot. Finesse right into the bottom corner. And that should kill this game off now. And Helston are cruising their way towards beating the record for the most consecutive wins in the South West Peninsula League.
You've been working at it really hard, well pleased for it. You know, this is probably the toughest game we had to make it happen. 18 league wins, consecutive league wins, is a new Peninsula League record. On behalf of the club, you've each got a bottle of Prosecco.
18 wins is pretty impressive. It all started really from when we lost against Liscard here, actually. We knew it wasn't good enough, and we've kicked on from there. And 18 wins, it's pretty impressive, I think. I've played in some good sides, but I don't think I've ever got to 18 wins before. So yeah, buzzing, and most importantly, 3 points today as well, which is even more important than the 18 wins.
Helston continued their unbeaten run against Penzance, St Austell, Launson, Callington and here at Dobwalls. Lethal striker Mark Goldsworthy increases his tally of goals to 34 in the league and 39 for the season overall. The manager perhaps didn't fully appreciate the imminent danger and impact of COVID-19 after the away win at Launson. There was plenty of excitement though in the dugout with the breaking news on Twitter from the Saltash against Mousel game.
They're all sat in the dugout and they've all got the phones. They've got the phones with them, and it came through to say, Mousel are winning 1-0. And we thought, no, they're not, you won, you won. It's, no, that's right, 1-0, 1-0. Of course, it was even more questionable when they're 2-0 up now, Mousel are 2-0 up. And there was a bit of a stir, and you're thinking, and all the guys are all suddenly saying, don't tell them, it's not going to affect us, but we're still talking about it, that Mousel are 2-0 up. And they come in at half-time, and you can't help it. I mean, that's what we've been building for. We know that Saltash are our closest competitors, and every week, and just as they will be having a look at how are they getting on at Launceston, how are they doing, how are Helston doing. So it was, it was more than perhaps one eye. Certainly there was a ear or two that also was on, and it was a little, nervy. Last 7 or 10 minutes, we were all in the dressing room. Our game had finished. We knew that Saltash had come back to 2-2. And it was, the guys were just kept refreshing the phones. And then there was a little bit of a cheer and a thank you, Ashy. A thank you, Jakey, that they'd taken 2 points off Saltash.
Now the landscape has dramatically changed. The FA ratified their decision, made in response to the coronavirus outbreak, to render the non-leagues null and void after an appeal from many clubs to review the policy. All the hard work and effort now in vain. The 2020 mantra and Helston's march to the title harshly consigned to the coulda, woulda, shoulda shelf. Nevertheless, Steve Massey, his club and players are reinvigorated by the hiatus. They're as determined as ever to complete an unfinished story, but only when the green light for non-league football is switched on again.
The disappointment of where we finished and how it was finished has actually moved out the way, been shoved out the way with this a passion and desire from the boys, all of them, the whole squad, to actually, they feel it's a little bit of an injustice, and the motivation now that's coming through with the Zoom meetings we've had, the training sessions they're doing, it's all geared to one way, and that is they can't wait for the training to start, can't wait for the season to start, and the passion and the desire that's being shown is as high as I've ever known with any squad that I've had, and I personally can't wait. I know the boys are waiting there now. That's gone and it's done with, put away now about the disappointment where we are. We go and prove ourselves again, and I'd like to think as well on that we've shown our intent. I've added 2 other exciting footballers which just come into the squad now to add the competition, keep people on their toes, but the drive and the desire to go and put this right and to go and win the title for Helston is huge, and that's what's driving everybody on. We can't wait. We're ready to go. Just
tell us when and where we're going.
Brilliant Billy Tucker. Brilliant Billy Tucker. Yes! Kai! Billy Tucker.